Hello, my name is Pew Pew Choo Choo, and today we will be taking a look at Dark Souls for the PC. So, as you may know, Dark Souls is hyped to be one of the hardest RPGs of the recent times, and I think it certainly lives up to this title. Well, let's start off by going over here into the rookie area. The world is, well, open world, so you can go to any area you'd like without any loading, really. Combat in this game feels very smooth and it's very natural, although there are some problems with the lock-on system at times. There's a wide variety of different weapons and a wide variety of different techniques. Balancing this game is top-notch, some of the best of it, along with level design. So, for example, to fight this guy I can either equip my sword or I can actually pull up my shield as well. Now let's go. I want you to take a notice at the top corner of my screen where the health bar is and the stamina bar is. You'll see that very fast whenever the enemy actually gets a hit on me, it drops very steadily. Now I've played this game for a little over a few hours, so I'm not exactly the greatest at combat, but I can certainly keep my own with these skeletons. The game always offers you a challenge, so no matter what, there'll always be one insurmountable task that is actually surmountable. Level design is often very nice, as you can see. There are often hidden goodies on corpses lying in areas that you might just pass if you're running through the game. Later on here, we'll explore some areas that may look like scenery, but actually contain a new area inside the game world along with some loot for you to grab. So for example, oh, got an item here. You got these boxes here with crates here. I can actually break them and come down to this area and immediately am greeted with an item. You can jump down here and there's a branching path. I can either go forward or back. As you can see, the camera is a little twitchy here, and the AI definitely takes advantage of my inability to block during that situation. Right here you can see some of the enemies just kind of clinging onto the side. If I were to, say, go through this area not knowing that they were there, they would have climbed up and ambushed me from behind. Level design in this game is just absolutely wonderful. There's just a ton of shortcuts and hidden areas such as this. It's clear that they have an excellent idea of how the player plays and rewards them based on patience and exploration. Such useless items such as this rubbish item can also be turned into more useful things. I bet if I hadn't come up here, this area would most likely just seem like a bit of scenery or insurmountable areas for the player to just simply look at. For example, we came up here through this stairway, and the area back here would have simply been scenery, really. Now in some games, often more than not, the starting area is generally the tech demo. Well, this actually continues through Dark Souls entirely. There will often be hidden areas, shortcuts. In fact, there are even massive cuts where you can skip pretty much one entire area, jump from the starting place to the boss fight. Oh, might be in some trouble here. There we go. Combat in this game just feels right. There are quite a few different weapons and subcategories for them. For bows you have crossbows and of course bows themselves. For swords you have things such as scimitars and rapiers, as well as some traditional swords. For spears and halberds and shields and talismans, there's just a ton of different variation. Your class is only there to determine your starting equipment and the items that you get. You're free to choose whatever stats that you'd like to upgrade during the level up process. For example, I chose a warrior, however I can amply upgrade my intelligence and faith staff if I so choose. There's no real limitation in what you want to do with your hero. It's simply up to you. However, you do get a bonus for specializing in one particular category. In general, it's not a big part of the game. However, in player versus player combat, it may be crucial. Multiplayer is introduced in a rather unique way. For example, many of these glowing orange texts are found. You can place these down on the ground and actually warn people about upcoming enemies, or you can actually try to trick them. PvP is added in a unique mechanic called World Invasion, where if you were a human player, right now I am a hollow and I will get more into that later on, you can actually invade other players' single player portions of the game and essentially hinder their progress, kill them, and push them back to the nearest checkpoint, really. There's also co-op inside the game, where you can actually invite friends and other players in a form of summoning. Like player invasion, you can place down a sign on the ground where other players may request your presence into their game world. Exploration is pretty crucial to this game. For example, if I didn't find this skeleton warrior here, then when I would have gone down there to fight the skeletons, then there would have been an archer shooting my back all the time. It's definitely great to see classic game design such as this inside Dark Souls. So, like I said, if I was fighting these two skeletons here, that archer would have been on me the whole time if I hadn't found him and gotten rid of him. While the game does reward exploration and patience along with observation, you can get to the game by trial and error if you so choose. Let's see what this guy's made out of. Combat in this game comes down to skill more than simply equipment and stats. With weapons like the halberd, you can often... that went bad. You can often outrange your opponents. However, that comes with the price of not being able to equip a shield unless your character is sufficient enough in its strength to do so. Even then, it is very limiting. When it comes to character builds, Dark Souls doesn't limit you on what you do. Another example of one of these archer places is if I climb up here. This is actually the first official boss fight, not including the tutorial. You would get two archers shooting at you in case you didn't learn to look around near that particular tower place. Well, I think I don't need my shield here anymore, so I think I will do something like this. All the weapons are able to be one-handed and two-handed, so you can choose your weapon, and that doesn't necessarily determine what your playstyle is. Now let's just jump down here. Fall damage isn't that big of a problem, so that's good. Additionally, environmental elements do play a role inside the game. For example, if I were to attack somewhere close to the walls, I would not be able to do so. Later on, when we get a polearm weapon, I'll show this aspect of the game in depth. For now, we have a boss to worry about. The first time I had done this boss fight, I actually pushed him over the edge. There's a small gap over here next to me where you can actually push him off. Let's see if I can push him off again. Uh-oh, this is bad. During these boss fights, there may be special challenges, for example, for certain ones, like a dragon or something. There will often be tasks that you can accomplish, such as cutting off the tail of the boss, which will give you special items such as a sword or a set of armor. See there that because I was so close to the ledge and him, my sword was actually kind of bashing onto the ledge by a bit. Now that this guy's near this gap, hopefully I'll be able to just kind of scoot him off the ledge. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now let's continue forward. The game once again is fully open world. So for example, if we come down here, there will actually be a shortcut, this door in particular, to another setting inside the game. But for now, we are going to go and actually find one of the NPCs in this game. One of the questions that I had when I had first played this was in regards to our APCs, because the game didn't really seem like it had any, but actually there are a wide variety of them, only that they are hidden away inside safe portions of the map to pretty much fit into the lore. This is one of the vast expanses of... Oh, I remember this bad now. This is bad. Alright, so we are finally back here. Now the dragon is actually sitting on top of there. Sometimes the process will be learning by trial and error. Now, at some points of the game, such as here, there are some frame rate issues. Now, keep in mind that these are less apparent when I do not have wraps on, but they do occur. At this particular location, I'll show you one of the shortcuts to get down and around fast enough. Remember back inside the video when I had lit a bonfire and leveled up? Well, this is one of the shortcut locations. Bear in mind that I'm playing with a essentially a third-party mod. The game is locked at a fairly low resolution by default, although the textures and all are capable of being on 1080p. I believe it's locked on 720. Now, if we were to essentially approach this portion of the game head-on, then we would actually have to fight that dragon with its insta-kill breath. However, with a little bit of ingenuity, you can find this area fairly easily. And this is kind of how the game really rewards you like such. You can easily access this location down here. and won't essentially bypass him until later on. That boss is actually the one that I was talking about. If you were to come down here and actually shoot the tail off of the dragon, you would actually get a special sword. There we go. You can use the environment in settings such as this. For example, you can kick the skeletons off the edge, as I was trying to do there, but the sword works just fine. You can see that I'm getting a little bit of poison damage here, and with a game that's so unrelenting towards normal combat, a little bit of poison is just absolutely immense in terms of the amount of damage it puts out. There we go. So for most of these situations, my favorite weapon was the pole-armed spear. And inside these like narrow passageways, for example, if I try to hit somebody on top of the stairs, then as you can see here, it doesn't work so well. That's one of the coolest things inside this game, is that it actually takes the environment into consideration. Your weapons don't just kind of clip through. There's a boss, mini boss, really up there. So as you can see, if you really want to explore and find stuff such as like that, it's really close on the main path. This guy's following me. Now going on to the technical details, you'll notice that in the options there aren't a lot of different selections. You can pretty much put your resolution, your frequency, and that's about it, especially if you're using the upgrade to 1080p, because anti-aliasing and motion blur are not enabled for that purpose. Additionally, key settings are a little weird. Your standard controls are generally set, however the defaults make controlling your character really awkward. For example, lock on target is a rather odd key, and for some reason you can't actually assign certain things to certain keys. For example, if I were to assign this to number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it doesn't work. Additionally, if I were to make the start menu something such as mouse button 4, most of us have multi-key mouses, and I cannot do that. So in summary, Dark Souls is an excellent game. Its open world elements, the exploration, the combat just feel right. It's definitely got a lot of depth, and there's a ton of replayability there with all different playstyles that you can go on to. However, the port is mainly limited by its technical aspects, where this game, I feel like it is meant for console play, so if you have a PS3 or an Xbox 360, I definitely recommend that over the PC port. For now, the game is perfectly solid. It's only a matter of the engine and how it was essentially made, which I assume will be fixed by patches to the PC version. Well, this is Pew Pew Choo Choo. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like, subscribe and hit that like button. Bye bye.